Oh nein. Ich hab schon mal leiser gemacht.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. What? Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
Jetzt aber oh nein, ne?
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path.
Ach so, er ist gar nicht da.
You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Mitgenommen. Sehr gut.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
Aber darf ich jetzt wieder rein
I
oder?
see.
Also darf ich oder nicht
So
so?
this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
Also ich kann das,
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
wenn es halt wenigstens schwer wäre,
That's
ne?
true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says,
Aber bezahlen wir
how
wissen,
was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must
Ich
figure
brauch
out the
keinen
rest
Rat,
yourself
lass
if
mich
you wish to
einfach
be a
nur
true
wählen.
detective.
Bitte.
Got it.
I got it from my
Got it?
dad.
You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh nein. Oh nein, da ach Gott, oh. Ich meine, schön, dass ihr euch darüber freut, aber also für mich ist das blöd.
ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? I can't wait.
Kampf.
I'm so bored.
Kampf.
I can't wait.
Drogen. Ich meine, ich weiß ja, warte mal, okay. Gibst du... Achso, werfen. Hier ist mal. Ja. Oh.
You can do it, Master.
Okay, Kala, Kila. Also, Knack. Ich habe so Angst, irgendwann so ein richtig böses Wort zu sagen, weil ich diese Buchstaben aneinander dingse, ne?
You won't be that's not it.
Ich probier mal. Ach so. Oh. Anker. Nee, Anker. Ich glaube, wenn Anker wäre. Und das aber. Ich glaube nämlich auch.
Try to solve it lickety split.
D.
You're wrong.
E.
You got it wrong.
Ich will nur den ersten.
Keep that up.
Faden.
Go, go, go.
Faden. Faden. Ich glaube, es ist Faden. Das war das D, glaube ich, ne? Also warte, wenn ich D suche, dann... Entschuldigung.
Nice.
Gut, dass ich eingestellt habe, dass das sich langsamer dreht.
Great.
Hast du Nadel und Faden? Hallihallo. Hallo Steen. Magical Girl. Ja, Sprudel, du müsstest mal sehen, wie die aussieht, wenn die, also bevor das Magic Labyrinth,
There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime.
Also du müsstest sehen, wie sie vom Geist zu Shinigami wird. Das müsstest du, das ist richtig Magical
A
Girl.
sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
Angelschnur? Oh nein.
You really think a tiny string could move a whole corpse?
There he is again. That rude and gloomy guy.
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
Selber wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true.
Der hat echt viel
The
Haar
corpse was
oben.
stuck in place. It'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
Nein. Ich muss es leiser lassen, ne? Also, ihr wisst ja.
Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away.
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Boah, bin ich froh, wenn wir den los sind.
Let's take him down first.
Boah, bin ich froh, wenn wir Seth Lautmaul los sind. Der bräuchte ein Mikrofon. Oh. Mann, ein Nanophon. Ich grab das Mikrofon. Ja, Mikrofon. Egal. Okay, was haben wir? Die Blutfleckenausleiche werden sein.
Deduction is wrong.
Nein.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Objection! Hallo, Fähigkeiten.
No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Ja, bitte geh wieder. So. Nein! Oh, nicht 3.
What? What's this?
Nicht...
Gross!
Ja.
We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances.
Der ist legit noch lauter.
As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting further away.
Ja, der Oberkörper, du Volltrottel, er saß halt, Mann. Sag mal, wirklich...
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
Also Soundbalancing ist 10 von 10, würde ich sagen, ja? Stand auf dem Kopf! Stand auf dem Kopf!
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first.
Okay, ich
That's
habe
why
jetzt...
only the wounds in the
sehe.
upper half of the body bled straight down.
Ich werde nicht X und Y vertauschen. Was wurde verwendet, um die Leiche aufrechtzusetzen? Eine Wand. Ja, er hat schnell eine Wand gemacht. Ja.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy.
Ey, was ich wirklich nicht verstanden habe, wir haben jetzt 10 Jahre lang über die Schnur geredet und wir haben sogar gesagt, dass es der Beweis an seinem Hals dafür spricht, dass es sowas wie eine Angelschnur ist. Also wie kommen wir jetzt darauf, dass es nicht die Angelschnur war? Hallo, Oli Schnitt. Einwände. Hm.
It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Ich habe Angst, dass er was sagt. Warum lag die Leiche zum Zeitpunkt der Entdeckung auf dem Rücken?
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
Standard-Wandspur. Ja, hast recht. Hast recht. Entschuldigung, mein Fehler. Er ist weg, ja.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Ich bin so froh, wirklich, wenn der nächste Fall anfängt und es wirklich ein anderer Gegenspieler sein wird. Oh, ich bin so froh.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Verschlüsseltes Zimmer erschaffen. Was? Das
You gotta
neu.
think like the culprit, Master.
Verschlossenen Raum rekonstruieren. Denk darüber nach, wie der Täter den verschlossenen Raum erstellt hat und befolge die gleichen Schritte, um den Raum zu rekonstruieren.
Blood place is
Sie haben H bei
suspicious.
Rekonstruieren vergessen. Untersuche die Gegenstände in der Reihenfolge der Ereignisse. Einige der Gegenstände wurden bei dem Verbrechen nicht verwendet, sei also vorsichtig.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Ein Gigafon. Nein! Eine mit 2 Megafonen.
Maybe you got the order wrong.
Ach so, es soll
Stay
doch.
calm.
Ach so.
First, you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a
Ja,
sturdy
ja, okay. Aua. Ich dachte nicht in der richtigen, muss nicht in der richtigen.
First,
Woher soll ich
a
eigentlich wissen,
knot
in
was
welcher
tied through a
Reihenfolge?
slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Okay, das war mein Hinweis. Also ich würde dann die Puppe versuchen.
That's it!
Okay.
It passed through a doll's eye. And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Also ich bin ganz ehrlich, mir fehlt eins. Ich meine, er hat das Bild gerade so angeguckt.
No, there's no. You proved that yourself already.
Okay, also doch jetzt die aber also okay.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
Ja, der Hals halt. Unter dem Nacken. Unter dem Nacken. Ist das jetzt unter dem Kopf? Ich meine, das ist der Hals. Ist es. Also ist nicht. Also ist das nicht unter dem Kopf? Ist es nicht unter dem Nacken? Ich versuche unter dem Kopf.
Even passing the line beneath the head wouldn't be. Try to remember the corpse.
Aber der Nacken ist unterm Kopf.
Here, behind the neck. The line
Hä,
ends
aber
here
der
to
Kopf.
support it.
Also der Nacken ist unterm.
Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye,
diskutiere nicht,
and
ist okay.
ended beneath the neck.
Ist
Hang
okay.
on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Also. Ach so, wahrscheinlich dann wieder da dran, okay.
There are 3 points with signs of wear from the line. That should tell you what happened next. Think it over one more time.
Es gab 3. Es gab 3 Spuren. Ich dachte tatsächlich an dem Dings da. Hä? Okay, warte mal, ich muss gucken. kann nicht gucken. Wieso kann ich nicht gucken? Was? Hä? Aber... Also...
Now, to return the line to the vent.
Ja, aber ist das nicht der 5. Schritt? Okay.
This kept the corpse's upper torso in place.
Ach, und jetzt der
The room has been
Schlüssel.
completely prepared. So next...
Ach so, der Schlüssel.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
Der hat ihn mit nach Hause genommen.
the key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
Danke für sich und fürs Abgift an
If the
Dosenravioli.
culprit managed to
Dankeschön.
drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line.
Danke für
Then...
sich.
The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
Ich dachte nicht, dass der Schlüssel dazu zählt, sorry. Das hätte alles einfacher gemacht. Und nochmal Dankeschön für sich und fürs Abgift. Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Zwei Schlüssel, den ersten wieder aus dem Zimmer geworfen, um ihn erneut zu werfen, wenn man ihn beim ersten Mal nicht an die richtige Stelle geworfen hat. Richtig. Ja.
The bloodstains were strange.
Ich habe schon, also mit was ich auch fast schon gerechnet habe, war, dass es der Anbeter ist und dann einfach alles scheißegal ist, weil er hat einfach den Schlüssel gehabt, ist rausgegangen, hat zugesperrt, hat den Schlüssel wieder mitgenommen und hat ihn dann einfach, weil er ja mit der Erste war, der die Leiche entdeckt hat, an den Tatort gelegt. Ich habe schon damit gerechnet, dass es sowas ist, weil es einfach zu offensichtlich alles ist.
The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body. But the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
Ah, wir werden doch festgenagelt,
Sure
okay.
was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Nein. Ach so. Ah, ich dachte, der kommt schon wieder. Ah, alles gut. Ah.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to
Also
open it?
du, Shinigami.
Which is me, of course.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Die ganze Zeit alles
Let's solve the rest.
Ja, die Krone ist bestimmt
Right.
schwer, ja? Und die Schuhe, die sie trägt, sind auch nicht so angenehm, glaube ich, zum Laufen. Obwohl sie schwebt. Naja, aber die Krone ist halt schwer. Dankeschön. So, ab in den dritten Raum.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed.
Okay,
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Yep. Ich hab nasse Haare durch die Tropfflasche. Aber ich tut's gut. Sondern ihr ganzer Körper kann eine feurige Form annehmen. Okay. Also zusätzlich zum Schwanz und den Hörnern.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Von da oben. Hier. Hier.
Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but
Was ist mit seinem Fragezeichen los? Das steht aber wie eine 1. Also wortwörtlich wie eine 1.
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
Nein.
no, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the
Naja.
door.
Es hatte noch einen Haken dran.
I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Fisselchen, hast du denn die Erde aus dem Blumentopf rausgenommen? Also nur so? Die Erde ist doch lecker. Ja, okay.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
Locker einfach essen. Fisselchen bringt uns sonst unglaublich. Danke, Fisselchen, das ist aber lieb von dir. Das ist wirklich sehr nett, dankeschön. Mann, es läuft aus. Gut, es war auch eine sehr günstige Flasche, nicht wahr? Also angeblich durfte sie in die Spülmaschine. Ich habe sie in die Spülmaschine getan, aber ich glaube, die Spülmaschine hat vielleicht doch nicht so gut
the
getan.
storage key?
Which means...
Was ist wegen des Täters
This
mit dem
one's
Schlüssel passiert?
pretty.
Was?
I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in
Ja,
from
und dann
the
ist er am
window?
Nagel hängen geblieben, ja klar. Hä?
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back.
Was?
The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did.
Okay, keine Ahnung.
Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Haben wir eine Angelschnur dabei? Haben wir eine Angelschnur? Bitte? Verschlüsseltes Symbol erschaffen.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room
Oh, Entschuldigung. Es muss irgendwas mit der Farbe zu tun haben. Oder auch nicht. Stahlleiter, okay.
There are a few things you have to do. But first, wasn't the doll you just obtained used somewhere?
Ich weiß nicht mehr wo. Wo war die denn? Wo war die denn? Nee. Nee. War die an der Leiter?
There are a few things.
Nein.
Wasn't the doll...
Ah, nee, ich glaube, ich war... Ja, am Bild. War das nicht am Bild? War die nicht... War die nicht aufs Bild genagelt? Ah, hier. Hier.
Alright, first,
Ihr
take
müsst
the
mir ruhig mal
painting.
ein Bild zeigen. Ich habe mich doch... Wisst ihr, wie viel ich gemacht habe, seitdem wir da drin waren? Das Gemälde an der Wand neben dem Fenster. Den Schlüssel an das Gemälde. Nagelt die Puppe an das Gemälde.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location. The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Ist er rausgegangen?
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Dann hat er den Schlüssel dran gehangen.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Mit der Puppe an einen Nagel, ja, an einen Nagel gehängt, der in der Puppe steckte.
No.
Hä?
Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery.
Hallo, Raku.
The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
Mit der Puppe eine...
The culprit nailed the key to the painting
Aber was macht das für einen
along with the doll from
Unterschied?
outside the window.
Hä? Also wenn der Nagel, also durch die Puppe ans Gemälde und dann hänge ich den Schlüssel dran, ist doch das Gleiche, als wenn ich...
Finally...
Ach so, wahrscheinlich, weil zu dick, um da... Okay, alles gut. Alles gut. Ja, ja, macht Sinn. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie groß die Nägel waren. Das Gemälde in Richtung Raum geworfen, den Nagel entfernt, der in der Puppe steckte. Klar.
I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Entschuldigung, ich wusste nicht, dass ihr hier
Throwing the key through the
Übergrößennägel habt.
window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Vor allem, also eine Frage, wie habe ich denn geschafft? Also ich kann nicht mit der Hand da durch, habe aber geschafft, mit einer Faust das rein zu nageln und dabei aber auch das Gemälde festhalten, also festzuhalten, damit es erst umfliegt, wenn ich es leicht schubse. Also...
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Aber gut, wie mein Vater mal sagt, das ist nur ein Märchen.
Hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
Halara.
How would you decide that?
Like this. I'm the meanest.
Nee, nicht wirklich.
Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
Das ist die
We
Hitze.
can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Gut, Waldbrand, erfolgreich, abgeschlossen.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team, don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
Monokuma?
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Okay, wo geht's jetzt hin? Eine Materialisierung eines Geheimnisses und Baustein des geheimen Labyrinths. Es besitzt keine Intelligenz.
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth.
Wieso sind wir jetzt in einem Kerker?
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Also wer auch immer hier lebt, ich möchte dich jetzt nicht kritisieren, aber kann ich bitte zurück in die Mansion? Oder von mir aus auch ins Casino? Au! Ah, da sind die 4 Verdächtigen. Sehr schön.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
Das ist eine komische Reaktion von dem Anbeterer. Der müsste eigentlich sowas wie, als ob ich dieser geniale Meister, also, wisst ihr, was ich meine?
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
Ich finde den Schatten so komisch bei Lara und bei Dingsbums wie Yuma. Das sind einfach schwarz, die Schatten. Also wirklich komplett schwarz. Die haben beide helle Haare.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you.
Schlaf gut, Missy. Träum was Schönes.
With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.